These are members of the Ekiti Coalition for Atiku-Okowa expressing their joy at the unveiling of the group in Ado-Ekiti, Ekiti State on Tuesday, ahead of 2023 general elections in Nigeria. And on hand to unveil the Ekiti Coalition for Atiku-Okowa was the co-convener, Honourable Yemi Arokodare, former member House of Representatives.
To the glory of God and to humanity and mankind, we unveil this place in the name of the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Ghost.
Arokodare said the people of the Southwest will never be swayed by sentiments to vote for the All Progressives Congress presidential candidate in 2023. He called on the federal government to immediately rescue the remaining victims of the Abuja-Kaduna train attack.
Watch with grim expression how one of the newly freed hostages by the terrorists who attacked the Abuja-Kaduna train recounted his pain, the ordeal of other Nigerians still held, and the failure of the APC-led government to rescue them. We sympathize with their family and relatives and urge the presidential candidates of all the parties contesting in 2023 general election to prevail on Mr. President, General Muhammadu Buhari, and the APC-led federal government to immediately rescue the remaining hostages and several others held by kidnappers.
The one-time member of the House of Representatives, Honourable Arokodare, also urged government to immediately end the lingering ASUU strike.
In solidarity with our striking university teachers and workers, we wish to call on federal government to immediately resolve all outstanding issues so that our students can return to school and classroom. At this critical junction, we believe that the Nigerian students, the parents, and the people will make their votes count in the next election.
He said with the current situation in the country, Nigerians are determined to vote out APC government and usher in former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, who will change the narrative.
For any human being that kneels down to pray to God, for a God to intervene in his life in what is happening in Nigeria now, to think that we can continue to vote for the party that brought us to where we are today, the person is asking for the wrath of God. The Ekiti people have decided, I want to watch here, Ọ̀ṣun, pé Ọ̀ṣun ò kìí ṣe Ekiti. Fountain of knowledge, land of honor. Adesora Adi ọmọ Kata Adi Oraisa. Just because of penury things like pay as you go. People pay to vote. You understand? We are going to say no to poverty.
Also commenting on Atiku-Okowa coalition was the former PDP women leader in Ekiti, Yemi Arokodare.
Atiku is having the brighter chance of becoming our next president come next year, 2023, because Atiku is a unifier. He knows how to handle Nigerian situation, because the situation on ground now is for the men, it's not for the boys.
Some dignitaries present at the occasion who spoke to Puff TV have this to say.
But it involves games. Knowledge of the games is very, very important. And Atiku has versatile implication in that place. So he knows the method to win. Then he's a popular man. He's a liberal man. He gives out to people. He's not selfish.
For the past 8 years, APC has been in charge. The promise that say Baba change for 8 years. If you tried your best and it's not working, allow other person to try so that you can see the difference.
If you look at the situation of the country now, we need somebody like Atiku to lead us. The present dispensation of APC government, they've led us nowhere. So we need somebody like Atiku, who had the experience in the past. He was once the vice president of this country, so he knows where the shoe really pinches us. So that's why I think Atiku is good for the job.
A rotation of presidency is not what is imminent now. What is very important and imperative is who is prepared to deliver, who is prepared to rescue us for the mess of APC. Not less that APC is having the candidate from the south. It's not the issue. The major issue is, are we actually getting a winning, not an accidental presidential candidate? And we have a prepared presidential candidate Atiku.
The Atiku-Okowa Coalition was convened to bring like-minded Nigerians, groups and individuals in Ekiti State to synergize and tirelessly work for the victory of Atiku Abubakar in the 2023 presidential election. Ado-Ekiti reporting for Pulse TV News at Ado-Ekiti.
People of the Fountain.